Dear students, in this video we will see some of the tips or the settings you have to do before start doing your exercise in the AutoCAD software, and also we will see about some of the problems you encounter while doing your exercise or while you start doing your exercise in this software. Okay. The first thing is when you enter into the software, first thing is you have to set the mode. So it depends upon the what kind of drawing you are going to do. If you are going to do 2D drawing, you have to set the window in drafting and annotation mode. If you are doing 3D, you have to set in 3D modeling mode. So I'm going to set in drafting and annotation mode. The second thing you have to do is set the units. Okay. Set the units in millimeters and then set the limits, LIMITS limits. You can set the limits based on your requirement. Okay, so here I am setting the size of the A3 size, A3 sheet size 0,0 space, and then you can give 420, 297. Once you set the limits, next thing you have to do is most important command is zoom command. Zoom, type zoom and type all. So this will reduce the scale. Sometime what happen if you didn't give the zoom command. So if you are drawing a line, so example I am drawing a line. See now the scale is showing around 68. That means if I draw, so see now the scale is in 2 digit or 3 digits. So in this scale, if you draw a line for 50 mm, so you can able to see the line well. Whereas if this scale is in some 10,000 or 1 lakh, in that case if you are drawing a line for 10 mm, so it will appear like a point. So to avoid this thing, you have to give the zoom command immediately after setting the limits. So next thing is once you set the limits, so here if you go here, so you can load different types of lines. Before start doing, we will load center as well as the hidden lines. So click here, click other, so go to load, so you click this dashed line and also select some center lines, 3 center lines. So these things will require when you these are the common lines which requires when you do the drawings. After loading all this line, give OK. And the next one you can set is type DS settings. Here you go to object snap and check this one, check this box, object snap box, and also give select all. So before start doing, you give this set this settings by select all and also check this one as well as for 3D snap also. Then give OK. So this settings you have to give to find out the endpoint, midpoints. Whenever you go to this respective points, you can able to see a green color icon. So if you are in the endpoint, you will get a green color square. If you are at the midpoint, you will get a green color triangle. So all those settings, all these kind of settings, if you set it before start doing your exercise, it will be very easy. So next thing you have to set is change the point style. Set the point style now itself. Okay. So you set whatever style you want, you can set it. Okay. Set it and also change the size to 4 and also give set size in absolute units. Okay, if you give set size in relative to screen, what will happen when you zoom in or zoom out, the size of the point will change. So to avoid that, you give set size in absolute units. Okay, give OK. So next thing you have to do is next thing is while typing the text command, you will face lot of problems. So first you give the text, type text in the command box, press enter, and it is asking to specify the start point. You specify the start point. After specifying the start point, you have to specify the height of the text. Okay, you take 3 or 4. Okay, so it depends upon your requirement. If 3 seems to appear very small, you go for 4. Okay, I am setting 3. Then press space. The next thing it asks is rotation, angle of rotation of the text. Make ensure that it is 0. Okay, give it 0. If it is some other value 180 or 270, what will happen once you finish the text command? What will happen? The letters will rotate. So to avoid the thing, set the angle of rotation at 0 and then finish the command. Now you can able to type the letters or words you want. Okay. So wherever you want words, you can click the cursor, then you can type the words. So once you complete it, click outside the text box and press escape. So in some system what will happen, still you are giving all these values, still there will be some problem with the text or there will be some problem with the text. Either it will go small or it gets rotated. In that case what you do, you type only one word and do all the alignments with that word. So I'm going to delete all this. So you get one word and you can right click it and go to the properties and you can change the height and the angle of rotation also. So here you can find the height. See, here you can change the height, angle of rotation you can set 0 and click outside. Okay. So hereafter what if you set the height and the rotation of a single letter or single word properly, then hereafter what you do, you control C and control V and use the same letters wherever you want. If you want to change the letter, double click it. After pasting it, double click it and change to the letter or words you want. So this one way you can avoid the text becoming smaller or getting rotated once you finish the text command. You get one word or letter and remaining letters you copy the same one, paste it wherever you want and then double click on it and then change to the required letter or the words. Okay. And the next one is, in some system what will happen, you can't see this command line. Okay, this command line doesn't appears when you start the software. So to get the command line, so I will show you how to get the command line, command bar. So either in the screen, by placing the cursor, either you can type command line, just simply command line and give enter, the command line appears automatically. In some system it doesn't work. Okay, in some system you can't able to type command line. So in that case what you do, you press Control 9, you will get the command box. Okay, the shortcut for getting the command box is Control 9. 9 you have to press the keys, that is number keys that is available above the alphabets. Okay, next you will not get this toolboxes. To get these toolboxes, what you have to type ribbon, RIBBON, ribbon. So if you type ribbon, you will get this toolboxes. In some case you will have this in some case you will have collapsed means like not the collapsed toolbox. To expand this toolbox, see in some cases the toolbox will appear like this. So to expand this toolbox, what you have to do, here you can see a small arrow. So if you double tap this one, in some system you have to double tap it or triple tap it, so you will get the expanded version of the toolboxes. So sometimes what will happen, if you drawing outside the limits, if you try to draw outside the limits, okay, I will switch on the limits. If you try to draw outside the limits, you can't able to draw. So at that time, the software throws a command that you are outside the limits. Okay, always note down the commands that is appearing above the command box here and there. Okay, so you can able to know the status. So if you see, if I try to draw outside the limit, the command is, the software throws it is outside the limits. Then what you have to do, type limits and then switch off the limits. So these are the some basic steps you can do it before start doing your exercise. Okay, first one is setting the window, next one is setting the units, next setting the limits, and then zoom command, and then here you can go and change the point style, and you can load different kind of lines and type ds settings, and you can also switch on this object snap mode and make ensure that all the options are selected or not. And then next you can for getting the command line, the shortcut is control 9, or else you simply place the cursor in the screen and type command line, you will get the command line. And to get this toolboxes, you can type ribbon, RIBBON. In some time to get the expanded toolboxes, in some system you can find only the minimized kind of, so this kind of toolboxes. So here you have to select and you have to go inside this toolbox to get the objects. Okay, in that case if you triple tap this one, triple tap or double tap this one, you will get the expanded form of toolbox. So in some times sometimes what we will do, we will increase the thickness of the lines. So to increase the thickness of the lines, after increasing the thickness of the lines so for example I am doing here, so I am drawing a line. So if I increase the thickness of this line, so I increased it to 0.35 mm, but it is not reflected on the screen. So here what you have to do, here you can find this one, line weight on and off. So you have to click this one to see the changes happens on the line weight. Okay, you have to switch on this, then only you can able to see the changes in the line weight. In some time if you didn't get this option, what you have to do, the last you can see customization icon. You click this one and check whether this line weight is ticked or not. If it is not ticked, you won't get the line option here. Click this one and you can able to find the line weight icon. So you have to switch on this one to see the changes in the line weight. Thank you.